Right, let me get you up on the big screen. Laptop. Okay. Let's have a look. So, how are we all? Right, so the picture I put on my car, on my video that we were going to do, right, this basically means I am not going to do that particular one, but I'm going to do the same style, same shapes and everything. It's just I made it for Mike's nan earlier today for her birthday today. Happy birthday, Nana, if you're watching. Doubt it, but you never know. So I thought I'd share it with you. So I'm using Forever Fern and Ranunculaus dyes. And then I've got some of the meadow, what's it called? Can't even remember. Wow, no, Dainty Delight. Some DSP from that. And I've got Evening Evergreen because it's going. And I've got loads of it because I bought a whole pack. Now, I've got a few bits here that I've cut out already. A few pretty bits. I might need some more pretty bits, but I thought I'd get a majority of them cut. I've cut myself a silver circle. Now, I don't know if Stampin' Up! Have got silver in at the minute, but I quite like the silver against the Evening Evergreen and the papers. So I'm using the silver I've got. So use whatever you have, and this is now my new philosophy. And then this bit is a piece of the leaf vellum, and then I had this embossing folder. I can't remember if it was my mum that I think it was mum. And it's an embossing folder with lots of butterflies on, and I think it's very pretty. So I aimed it, because obviously it's not a full thing, and I've got a few little butterflies. So I thought that was cute as well. So I will have to cut myself a piece of cardstock for my sentiment. So I have embossed this with the brick embossing folder, which I also love and is retiring, but I will not be selling that. Let's say a few hellos. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Shaz. Hi, Louise. Louise says, watching on silent as he's watching Britain's Got Talent. Oh, is that started or has that been on a while? We just watched the replays on YouTube. I don't think my dad always says to me, do you watch such and such? No, Dad. Do you watch such and such? No, Dad. I just don't watch normal telly. I spend most of my time watching YouTube or maybe Netflix or Amazon Prime, maybe. But yeah, so okay, so I've got a little bit of scrap green, even evergreen, because I know I'm going to want to cut a bit more out, and possibly I'm just wondering if we have the big circle and then maybe have the green around it and then the white in the middle. I think we might do that, or I might heat emboss some. If I've got, I don't know if I've got silver embossing powder, but we'll have a look. Maybe I've got a green, and then I could. Yeah. Morning, Anne. Oh no, Anne, you've got COVID. I hope you haven't got it too bad. We had it, but we didn't know we had it. And then we had a rumour at school that one of the teachers had got COVID, and we were all poorly with what we thought was like a flu-y cold. So we tested, and we all had faint positives, which meant we were at the end of it. So I'm thankful I wasn't that poorly, but hubby was quite poorly with it, and the kids were, Caden was very poorly with it, and even being sick. So I do hope that you're all right, lovely. Right, I'm trying to zoom in really slow. How's that? Oh, it works better on this phone. This is my new phone. Hi, Kay. How are you feeling? Because we know you weren't doing so well either. But, you know, this crafting lark it's a way of keeping your brain going, isn't it? Right, so we're going to use this one. So I'm just wondering whether to do a matting. Oh, and if my fingers look a bit pink, it's because I have a new hairdo. And then I wanted to colour it. So Tiff came over and helped me, and now I have pink. Every time I brush my fingers through my hair, I get pink fingers. So, yes. Right, let me have a look and see if I can find... Oh, that was good. Oh, no, that's... Is that a sticker? Hold that thought. It is like very... Ow, that was my knee. It is extremely thin So I suppose if you didn't want to add any weight, but this is, I couldn't even tell you where this is from because it came from a house full of craft. A lady had passed away and her son was trying to go through it all, but he was totally and utterly clueless as to what anything was worth. So I helped him as much as I could because, you know, that's what I like doing. I like to do a bit of an investigation into the prices of things and a bit of a Google search, and I helped him out a bit, but he kind of wanted too much for things. Why am I putting the trimmer away? I need to cut this bit. Okay, so. Oh, good to hear. Okay, honestly. So if we cut this one then at 20 centimeters by 13.5. So my card base is 14.5 width and then 21. Let me just, I'm going to measure it because you know me, I just get confused. Yeah, 21. I don't cut anything off that end. So it's 14.5 by 21. And then I've got the silver layer that will go on. Oh, sorry, you're going to have it glaring in your face, aren't you? Let me put that on top. And then it's like double layered. But because that silver is so thin, it doesn't add too much bulk to the card. So I really like that. So let's move that out of the way. So that's that bit. We won't glue anything down yet, just in case I want some ribbon on something. So move that out of the way. So what have we got? We have got all of these. So I've got some evening evergreen so that I tie in the card with the card base. I always like to add something of a little evening evergreen on the top. Now there's me saying I've got to put it out of the way. Well, I need it here so that I can actually put my, where's my strips I made? So I have these two. So I don't know if I like it because it's so, the edges are so sharp, aren't they? So look away now, Mum, if you're there. Yeah, that's it, Anne. That's what ours was like, except the kids were actually really sick with it. Poor Caden was up most of the night with it. And then he didn't eat properly for a whole week. Every time he looked at food, he felt sick. This is quite weird. Where it's embossed it, obviously the silver is a layer on top of a piece of white card. And it's where there's an edge of a brick, it's actually just breaking off. It's a bit better. Maybe I'll just scrumple it a little bit. So I want that down like that. And then I need an extra strip. So this looks quite nice. But I'm going to just rip it. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't care if it's not got a straight edge or anything like that, because you're probably not going to see most of this one. Although I am cutting a nice long strip. Hi, Claire! Right. Hi, Ruth! Okay, I'm just... That's not dark enough. I don't like it. So throw that out the way. Although, nope, that's too much like the background. What have we got here? Nope, that's not big enough. Bit of pink, maybe. That goes the wrong way. Oh, ever the organised person, me, aren't I? Okay, so let's have a look. Try and find a piece of... Is that going to be long enough? Yeah, I think so. So I'm just going to rip a bit of this one, because why not? No. What's that? Oh, so cute. Oh, no, that's for my greenhouse. Can't use that. So me and my mum were having a discussion. And my mum always says you need to rip backwards, which is this way. But if you rip forward, you get this effect, which I don't quite want it that thick. But what I like about doing it that way is that if you get your blending brush, you can add some colour to the side. So let's have a look. I don't know whether this is going to work, but we're gonna have a go. But the card I made there, I will put a full picture of it on. I didn't want to show the whole thing because it kind of gives away what I'm going to do. So we'll put the brick there, and then we'll have the green sort of there maybe, or do I need it to be a bit shorter? I think I like it like that. And I maybe we will rip the bricks a little bit to make them a bit, oh my goodness, I ripped that bit then, it didn't want to come off. So I don't want them too big because I've washed all my blending brushes and now there's no colour on them. Okay, so does that look weird? Because they're all the same length now, aren't they? Maybe I need to rip this a bit. No, this is actually really sturdy vellum. So it just kind of doesn't rip a load of, you know, very well, like paper. Hi, Marilyn from Alabama. Welcome. So I am making a hash of this because it's actually ripping along the embossing. So I wonder if you could get... So I bet you could get the butterfly out of there, couldn't you? Sorry, this is just going a totally different way now. I mean, this is how brittle this one is that it's following the shape of the butterfly. Now I really don't like it. That was not helpful at all. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like, not like that, because I don't like it now. That was clever, wasn't it? Okay, so I do have some more, but I think I'm going to cut it. I've got a hair. Now, I haven't got long hair now, it's all short. So I'm going to take my time and rip it. They're all the same length. Can't seem to do different lengths. What is wrong with me today? Right, it's fine. It's all good. Okay, so I think we'll do that. And then this is going to go on top. I will put, I need to cut a circle. Like so. Thank you, Claire. Right, so I'm just going to get my die cut machine ready. Okay. So that's that size. So I wonder if we should cut this one. Is there one in between? Where's my circles? Now, these are not Stampin' Up circles. These are just what I have. So if I cut the silver down a little bit and cut a green out of this one. And then cut the silver one a bit smaller. I can do them both at the same time if I use my big cut emboss machine. Well, big shot. Anyway. Oh, handle popping off. There we go. So, trying to decide what stamp sets to sell and what stamp sets to keep is... it's been bugging me a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll do that, and then I think I'll do my little... No, don't like that. I've got some doilies left I'm trying to use up. So that is going to go like that. And then I'm going to put some, although I could put them at different heights, couldn't I? Like that. That could work. So let me cut a white one and then we won't have so much glare. But then obviously I need some white cardstock to do that. I don't even think of, oh, what's that? That will do. No, it won't. Something on it. Okay. I know I've literally cut some. I've literally cut some white, but I don't know where I've put it. So we'll just get some more because when I do find that one, it will come in handy. Now my delivery is saying it's coming on Wednesday. So we shall see. Watch this space. So let me just get, I'll cut the corner off. And cut one of these. Right, there we go. So we have our circle. So we need, is that too much? Do we not need this? Oh no, we need the green because it's keeping it separate. So let's have a look. Thank you, Shaz. Sorry, slurp. So the way I like to do these is I put a big leaf down there. And then I like to put some green up here, but in a different shape to that one. Although I thought, oh no, I did it in, it's okay. It's all right. Don't panic. It's because I did it in the Fresh Freezer Spotty from the same DSP set. Then I'm going to put I'm going to pop this under there. Just layer it a little bit, not too much. I think I put too much on Nana's card, but you know, more is more. Is that what Ruth says? It is, isn't it, Ruth? More is more. So there we go. Right, I've got a bit of green left. Oh, I've got a big bit of pink spotty to go on the bottom. Do I like that? I'm not entirely sure. We will just sit and stare at that for a little bit, I think. And then we'll put that up there. So, obviously it'll be neater. I will put it to tidy. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. Right, let's just... I might put some ribbon on it, but it's not going to be behind these, so we can glue these down. I'm not going to fight with my nearly emptied glue. We're going to get the nice new one out. I love a new glue. Although sometimes with a new glue, I tend to squeeze a bit too hard because I forget it's a new glue. Oh, I bet this would emboss amazing. Sorry if it's glaring all over your faces. Hi, Nessa. Welcome. It's all right. I haven't done much. Look, I've only put the front bit on. So, right. I'm going to glue this one. I love this paper so much that actually when we had the celebration, with each order I did, I just got a pack of paper. So I've got one I've nearly finished, and then I've got a full one that's not opened and one that's only got a couple of sheets missing from it. So this is the last of the first pack. And it's just so pretty. So pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Right, so that was going to go up a bit. Now then, let's glue these together. So that is going to go on there. No, I've been cutting out a little bit and deciding what I'm going to put where, and you're here for the good bit where we put bits together. Now, maybe you're all screaming at me now, going, Wendy, you should have put the sentiment on. What if you stamp it wrong? So I'm now going to find a sentiment that suits what I'm doing, and I think we are going to use, I don't know, I think I need my stamp sets a bit closer to my face because I can't read them. I want a happy birthday. Oh, I know. Where's Shaded Summer? There it is. This is my go-to happy birthday because it's really cute. And it's a well, between that one and my Forever Fern, they are the most well-used stamp sets I've got, because I think they had the dies in the Shaded Summer dies were in a celebration, if I'm right, if I do believe myself. It is, isn't it, Nessa? It's gorgeous paper. Okay, Wendy, concentrate. Yay! Go, Wendy, go, Wendy. Okay, so that is clean. Stick that over there so we don't lose it. Put this away before we stick a finger in it. Okay, so that is ready. It's quite plain for me, isn't it? Maybe we'll have to put some dottage or something on it. Oh, can't have a card without dottage, can we? Okay, so this is where I need to stick my strips. Do I want that on there? Or no, we want it underneath, don't we? Because otherwise you're not going to see it, are you? So at different heights, like this. Like that, I reckon. What do we think to that? And then that is going to go in the middle. So let's get these stuck down. Now the vellum I am going to stick down with just a strip of tear and tape. Oh, I was going to say, where did I put it earlier? But actually I put it away. Are you proud? So just a little bit of tear and tape on the back of there. You can hear my 5-year-old laughing like a drain. Don't know what they're doing, but they're having a whale of a time, whatever it is. So we'll just let them get on with it. Right, so this one is going to go about there. And then this one's going to go in the middle. Now, because I've put the tear and tape, it's going to make it stand out a bit on the edges, sort of up, which I quite like. Okay, I'll keep an eye out, Nessa. I'm sorry to say I sold mine already. But I tend to sell the ones that don't come with dies, and that's what my philosophy is. I will be selling some... I might put a list on my page if anybody in the UK is looking for any stamp sets, but obviously I can't do that yet anyway. So I've still got the rest of the month to decide which ones I'm letting go. Ooh. Right, okay. So what I did earlier was I got and I'm not entirely sure where they have gone. There they are. So these are foam sheets, and what I did was I just literally grabbed a square that'll go in the middle. Now, if I wanted to, I could just put some more around the edge and just not take the sticky off. But on Nana's card, it was fine. And I think with this one, because I got 3 layers, on Nana's I only had 2. So, and it seemed strong enough. But I wanted to put it on before I actually put the flowers and then if I want to do a bit of dottage on there, they're still sturdy under there. So, and then I can still do that, you see. Might trim a little tiny bit of stem off. this is where I need my reverse tweezers. Hi, Heather. Have I said hello to Heather? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Not entirely sure. But anyway, if you go over to... now, for some strange and unknown reason, I can't load photos from my phone directly into the albums on my Woo's Creations page to create a sale page, because apparently you can't do that. But according to my brain, I should be able to do that, because that's really, really frustrating. So I was literally loading them up. I was spending ages choosing the photos and doing it, and it just wouldn't stay. Actually, I don't think I need the stem. And it was just really bizarre, and I couldn't quite work out what was going on. But I do know that if I do a post and I pop it into an album, it will work that way. So what I'm thinking is, I don't know whether to do it one of two ways. Do we do like a live and I show cards and people say if they want them or not, but I just don't know if there's the demand. Or do I just make some albums? I can number them and then people can ask me for them that way instead, if that makes any sense at all. They won't be expensive because I'm drowning in them. And to be honest, I would just like to get some money so I can spend some. Ask her. Yeah, Aaliyah would do it. I tell you, technology and me just don't really mix very well. So I need some vellum up here. So I want a piece there. I don't want it there because that's where the vellum is behind. So we're just going to pop a bit there. Like that. Quite like that going all the way up there. So I think we'll put that there then. Blob-de blob blob. Blob 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 blob. So I'm going to pop that in there. So this is like the background. Now I did have some flowers on my other one. And I may cut some if I really feel like it needs some, but quite often just quite like doing, if you use another colour like this one's Fresh Freesia, quite often don't really need the flowers as well. But it's up to you. It's your card. So pop that on top of all of that and then it looks really cute. And then maybe that's going to go there. So that's cool. That one there. Lord knows what they're doing out there. Honestly. So this one comes as an arch, and I did use it on the other card, and I had it like that across the bottom with two little flowers. But you will see the card because I will put a picture of that on my Facebook page. Details will be below. Right, so we need some pink down here now. I say pink. This is Fresh Freesia, but it looks lighter than my stamp pad. Stop. Oh, kid's been told off. They were being quite loud and what's the word? A word I don't use very often. Rambunctious. Right, we need something long here, don't we? Would that do it? Or is it that it needs a bit of... Just going to tilt it up a bit so I can look at it. Oh no, I quite like it like that. Okay, so let's glue. Is that one? Oh, it is glued. It's that one that isn't glued. Oh no, well, no, it nearly was. So pop it in behind this one and it will come up a bit higher then. There we go. Right, so the gems on this one, I'm not sure. Although I do have some evening evergreen ones here, but I would like... Where's my box of gems? Okay, that's upside down because I've got ones that aren't stamping up at the bottom. Oh, I keep losing them. Oh, don't lose them. I need those. No. Maybe some pink gems. Some pink, maybe. Or even some blue, because there is blue in the DSP at the back. Let's have a look. We've got two sizes of this one. Tidy up some of them, Wendy, because then they won't be everywhere, will they? That's it. Good job. Good job. There you go. Right. Sometimes I have to talk to myself like a 2-year-old. Where did I put my pick tool? It is eluding me. Oh, okay. That's how you want to play this game. Chances are it's staring me in the face. It is indeed. There it is, where it was supposed to be. Okay, so let's put one there. And maybe one there. So we'll have 3 blue ones. And then we'll have some pink ones. But I think maybe we want one there. One down there. So it's going around the arrangements a bit. Like so. Oh, I'm just doing all big ones. Wendy, come on. So a little blue one there and maybe a little blue one next to that one. And a single blue one there. So we need some more down this end. Oh, I'm getting really happy with these, aren't I? Come on, Wendy, sharing the love. This is what they're for. You should use them. Gems are there to be used. Now, on the other card, I put some little tiny flowers dotted around. And I used... Now, I might have some... I don't know if I've got any left, but we'll have a rummage. This is my little pot of loveliness. Look, I've even got a key in there. You know, when, you know, you might need one day. Okay, so in the very bottom... I have some flowers that are from Dainty Delight, but I just used them. Now, I was going to use these letters on this card, the a la mode letters, but they're staying. So I was like, nope, we're using up what we need to. We're using the things that are retiring to try and showcase them before they go. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's all squashed anyway. Are we finding any more, Wendy, or is there not really many here? Probably isn't many left because I used a lot on Nana's card. We have got these ones, but I don't know. I'm not going to do what I want them to do. Got a penguin's foot. Anyone for a penguin foot? Okay. We're not doing too well with that, are we? So how many flowers we got? 2. That's not going to work, is it? We can't have just 2. See, now I've got sweet sorbet ones, but I know there is some... Doesn't go though, because the majority of the card is not sweet sorbet. Okay, we're just going to give up on that idea, because we could just put 2 on though, couldn't we? One on the brick there, and one just there. Oh my goodness, some gold ones have escaped. Oh, forever losing everything. It's true, Heather. I totally agree. We can never have enough dottage and bling. Totally. So I think I only want just one little thing on there. So where is my Forever Fern? And it doesn't matter that I've put stuff on it because this will fit in between. And I am going to get my Evening Evergreen. And I'm just going to do that. Okay, let me just clean that off because I'll forget to do it. I need to keep on top of cleaning them off, and also put them back in their box because recently I have lost a couple of stamps. Okay, so what are we missing on here now? I don't know, the flowers just like disappeared. There we go. So I don't know if that's done. Do we think that's done? I think that's done. Besides our two little flowers. Although I have to hold this on for a second because it's sticking onto foil. Well, Wendy, there's enough on there for 3 flowers probably. Just put that there. Pop that there. So I'm just waiting for it to stick a bit. And then we have to put a gem in the middle for the centre. And I've just got a gold. Nope, don't like that. That was a bad idea. So I am just going to get a... Where are we? Very pale. There we go. Right. I'm just going to look at it for a minute and decide if I... So we're going to come out slightly. I say slightly and then it goes out miles. Oh, it's all or nothing. It's all right. You can just see all the chaos around me instead. Thank you, Heather. So, yeah, so, I mean, you know, just play with what you've got. And all you need to do is just gather a bit around. You don't even need this. If you have a plain DSP, say if you were to use one, even just like this one, you could just put your sprays on top of that as long as you use a different, you know, a darker color. You could do it straight on that. But because this is quite busy paper, I didn't want to cover all of it. And then I just do 3. Like Ruth says, the rule of 3. So this is 3. The dottage is all in odd numbers. So these are odd number. So there we go. Oh, we haven't put any Wink Stella on it, have we? What's that? That's my black pen. Wink Stella. Is this the right one, though? Yes. So we're going to pop some, just a few little, just going to brush it down where my, if you go with the shade, with the way the paper is going, it won't rip it or anything. It's fine. And then we might just get a block and splatter some on our little, can never have too much of that either, honestly. And the trouble is, if you haven't seen Wink of Stella, you have to get it just to actually admire how sparkly it really is. Because, and I delayed getting it for ages because I couldn't see how sparkly it was. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, that's so gorgeous. Well, thank you so much. Do you know what? We've been on for 35 minutes. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I couldn't put the little one on top of the big one because the little one is like a little tulip shape. And that one is just a little bit bigger. But yeah, so I really like that. I will put the full picture of the one I made for Nana on now because, you know, you get to see that as well, which is cool. Elsie desperately wants to do a video with me. So tomorrow we are going to plan a card because I said we can't just go on a live and you make a card because we'll be here all night. So she's going to plan her card tomorrow and then we will make a video. We may go live with it. We may have to record it, but I don't really want to edit it, if I'm honest, because it will be all innocent and lovely. And then, of course, Leah will want to make one, so that will be a giggle. So there we go. So I will try and get some cards listed on my page to sell. If you're able to buy them, that's fine. If you're not, that's fine too. If you ever did want to support me, but you can't because you don't live near me, or you can't, you know, purchase from me directly, I do have a PayPal link in my description. But please don't feel obliged. It's just every now and then I just say it because I feel cheeky saying it, but you know, it is what it is. But there we go. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, the card is an A5, so it's half A4. You could do this on a smaller card, but I had such pretty paper, and I made Nana's one was this size, but it was with it's the prints, the blue, the dark, the navy prints paper. Oh, it was gorgeous. So I will share that, but yeah, so I'm happy with that, and I will put the matting layer inside now, Claire, while I, you know, while I'm still here. So let me just grab that. Okay, so 14, and then take half a centimetre off the end, because that'll make it 20 and a half. And it should fit in there beautifully. There we go. And then I will find something to put down the side. Time for another one, Ruth. I know, but I prepped for the first one. That's why it only took me 35 minutes. Oh. I know. I could do it all night, though. I could spend all night making cards. Oh, I do love basic white. Random thing to say. But you know, I just... Were you just typing inside, Claire? See, you're my little, like, you know, when you have people say you've got your little conscience friend sitting on your shoulder. That's Claire whispering in my ear. Make sure you do the inside. So yeah, so that's that. These aren't going to be long enough now, are they? That's not wide enough. And then the one I've got that is wide enough is not, the directional paper is the wrong way. See, look, it goes sideways. Maybe we could put a strip at the bottom and the top instead. Let's do that, because I've never done that before and I think it sounds fun. So I'm going to cut it the right width. So it is 14. And then I might do 2 centimeters because it's a nice big card. It's got plenty of room in it. So, that would be very exciting, Ruth, if I got to 600. I went up, and then it was really bizarre because one day I went on and I'd lost like 5 subscribers, and I don't know why. But it was like suddenly 5. But yeah. That's upside down, Wendy. So pop that at the bottom. You can just do a little bit of stamping, but I always think it's nice to have the DSP that you've got on the front on the inside as well. And just because we can. There we go. So if you could share my videos out, that would be awesome too, because we can get some more friends in. There we go. Right, there we go. I never do the inside. If you're a regular here, you know that I don't do that, because if it's for somebody special, I like to pick a sentiment for the inside. Strip up. Yes, thank you, Claire. Do you know, I forget all the information I'm supposed to say. So I am planning a colouring class, and it will be, we'll just colour whatever we can find. because obviously we haven't all got the same stamps and whatever, but it's just, and some of it will be free colouring just to get used to blending colours. So if you fancy that, please do let me know. Give me a message on Facebook or whatever you've got me on. Although I have to say at the moment my WhatsApp is not working because I got a new phone and they were supposed to transfer my telephone number so that I could keep the same number, and they haven't done it yet, and I've had my phone since Tuesday. So a bit gutted if I'm honest, but there's lots of things I can't possibly do. So to change your number on your banking apps, you need to have the old phone to log in and then change the number when you get in there. It's like, yep, that's helpful. Not. So yeah, so I've got to chase companies again now to find out why it's not been changed. But if you want to contact me, Facebook or Facebook basically, because or Messenger is fine. And then at the beginning, thank you, Claire. You're like on it tonight, Claire. Honestly, I will be doing a paper share from the new catalogue. I will be putting a post up as I'm into the second lot of shares. So ideally I need to find 2 more shares or 3 more shares. It's either 2 or 3. So if you fancy doing a paper share, you will get a sample of all of the DSPs in the catalogue. If I get enough interest, oh yes, you can email me. Hang on, I'll put it in. Yeah, so you can, if I get enough interest, I could do a share with the speciality papers as they've got the foils and things back. My email is, no, not that one. That's not my, it's Woo's Creations. No, that's not spelled right. Oh my goodness me. There we go. Woo's Creations 2020 at gmail.com. There we go. There's my email if you wanted to email me regarding that. I will give you all the details. I do have a list of prices, and if I remember rightly, it's actually it's approximately £30. If I can remember which, because I've got a bit of a thing for notebooks. Me and Claire were talking about this yesterday, and I can't remember which notebook I've written it in. It's helpful, obviously not, because I can't remember which notebook I've written it all in. So I am going to have a really good sort out on my desk, and I will put a post up. I'll get on my Canva and I'll make a pretty picture and I'll put that on my page. So thank you all so much for watching. And hedgehog one, no, that was from before. It's fine. I think it's one of my new Stampin' Up ones that I had with my planner, but yeah, we don't know where it is, so I'll find it anyway. Right, let me write Shaz down for paper share. Yeah. And there's usually, I think last year there was 2 extra freebies in there as well. I usually order at least 1 extra paper so that I can give you some freebies for being such amazing peeps. So there we go. Right, thank you all so much for watching. I will speak to you all soon, and hopefully maybe tomorrow I will come live with Elsie. Okay, and Nessa. Yay! Thank you, ladies. If you can email me with your, well, email me so I've got your, or messenger me, whichever, and I will send you over the details for the paper share and we can sort out. Because what I'm going to do is get all payments in by the end of this month, and then as soon as the new catalogue launches, I will order all of the papers. As soon as they arrive, I will then get them all sent out. Probably the next day they arrive to me, or even the same day. Thank you all so much for watching. I've blabbed on for long enough now. Lots of love to everybody. Goodbye. Can't find the way out. My phone. My phone's hiding the X. Bye-bye.